Hello and happy spring. My name is Rebecca and welcome back to my simple country life. I thought I'd do a quick little garden tour, show what I've been working on over the fall and winter, and talk about plans for this upcoming planting season. Now this is the backyard bed, and it does have some issues. It's been neglected for quite a while. We got a yellow knockout rose that I don't know if it's still alive or not, but if it is, it's going to get moved up front. There's some salvia planted under the bird bath that will be getting moved up front. That's a Pugster blue butterfly bush also getting moved up front. Not sure what this little sprig of green here, I don't know. It looks like it might be a flowering plant instead of a weed, so we'll probably pop that up till we see what it is. Basically everything's coming out of this bed. We're going to top off the whole thing with fresh compost, maybe a soil compost mix, raise it up to the level of the bricks or the top of the landscape blocks, and then we'll move the dwarf arbutus spruce to the center so it can spread out and grow, because they can get, I think, 8 to 10 feet tall and 5 to 6 feet wide, maybe 6 to 8 feet wide. So we want to give it plenty of room to grow, and pardon the wind. Taking down this old veggie bed is still a work in progress. We've been slowly but surely moving out the cinder blocks and repurposing them in the new garden beds. And we will be repurposing that gate as well. But the rest of the fence and stuff will be coming down. Our front ramp garden is doing okay. We've got the hens and chicks are starting to green up after their winter purple colors. Not sure if well, there may be some little bit of green over there. I need to cut these back. Oh yeah. Okay, so I was worried my blanket flowers weren't going to come back, but it looks like they are greening up. I do need to trim back my creeping phlox. My Stella d'Oro daylilies are coming up. I just did this urn here over the weekend and planted, this is a dwarf Stella d'Oro daylily and some violas or pansies. I can never remember which is which, but anyway, got those. And then this one also, the Nandina is not looking too good after the winter. That is Rocky Gargoyle. He's a new addition to the garden. He's our little garden mascot. So I've got pansies and violas planted in there. The are these Walker's Low, or yep, our Walker's Low catmint are coming back in this bed. And then across the way, I did this bed on Saturday. I was just going to move these blocks over here and I got carried away. So anyway, so now we have a good new garden bed between the deck stairs and the gate to the dog's yard. And I don't know, there may be some green on that. Those are lavender. No, rosemary. Those are rosemary. Had a friend give me, planted some violas, plant pansies, whichever these are in here too. Had a friend give me a bunch of irises that she divided, so those are in here. These daylilies are in here from a friend had given me last year. And then the same friend that gave me the irises also gave me some phlox starts and some sedum starts. This is lamb's ear that I dug out of the yard last year, and then I do believe this is dianthus. I've got 2 of those in here. And the dwarf Kelsey dogwood, I don't know that it made it through the winter. We'll see if it does anything, but I've got it in here for now, and we'll just see. Over here, I've been making some changes in the long garden bed along the fence. This is going to be wildflower row, I do believe. So I used some of the red pavers from over here, over there, and we're going to be getting some more red pavers. I moved all, then you'll see on the other side of the fence, I moved the concrete planters out and put them on the other side of the fence. And so everything is coming out of this bed when it's planting time. And so that's some more Stella d'Oro daylily. I have no idea what that stuff is, but it is growing everywhere. And it even survived a bag of garden dirt was there, and it survived. So my husband and I are going to have to dig all this out and try to get rid of it. I did get some clumps out the other day, and I've just been putting them along the fence because I think it's wild onion or wild garlic. I don't want it in my garden bed, but it can grow along the fence if it wants to. I believe those little green sprouts along the back of the fence are some Dutch iris that I planted. My holly, sky pencil holly, is dead. There's 3 of them, they're all dead. I'm sorry, there's a fly in my head. Rainbow ascot euphorbia seems to be coming back. This is a crepe myrtle that may or may not be alive. The same friend that gave me the irises and the phloxstart and the sedum gave me this. So we'll see if it makes it. I just went ahead and put it in the dirt and watered it real well. I'll have to go back and watch my old videos to see what this plant is, but there's one coming up there, and I believe another one coming up over there. This is Summer's Romance Lamb's Ear. So that came back, and pleased about that. So this may actually be a different plant from that other one, but something's coming back there. Those are some more daylilies. And then there was 3 of these plants, and it looks like 2 of them are coming back, so that's good. That's lavender. I don't know if it's coming back or not. Pink double knockout rose is making a comeback. Mums that I planted are making a comeback. The yarrow new vintage violet survived. I think this bulb back here is, what else did I plant besides the Dutch iris? No, that wouldn't be the allium. I planted some allium somewhere too, so I've got to figure out where I planted that. Maybe that's the Dutch iris, and those other long skinny things are the... I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm not... I was like, I'm just getting out here and seeing what's still alive. So red knockout rose is coming out. Got Artemisia, Silver Mound Artemisia made it through. Got some daylilies coming up back there. This is my Shasta Daisy making a comeback. The Muskingum Dogwood, don't know if that's still alive or not. But this is, I think this is the cat's pajamas cat mint, and I was worried it was going to come back because the squirrels came down here and ate all their black walnuts, but it's coming back. But anyway, everything that survived the winter in here is going to be coming out and be going into the new flower beds that are going to be in front of the deck. And then this, we're going to level it all out as well as I can. Put compost on the top and plant wildflower seeds. So like there'll be wildflowers, sunflowers all along this row. So from this end of the gate all the way to the satellite dish, that part of the fence will be wildflower row. In front of the deck, to the left of the stairs, I have a little pedestal with a fountain on it, and these peonies are just hanging out here in pots until I can get them relocated. I may just leave them in the pots for this season because at this point I'm afraid to dig them up. I'm afraid I might kill them or keep them from blooming, but I need to put some water in here, but my little fountain's giving it a go. A little solar powered fountain. So got cardboard and mulch there, and we're supposed to be getting some dirt, some soil and compost mix delivered hopefully this weekend, and get these beds straightened out. So then over on this side of the deck, it's a holding place. So it's become a holding pit for everything. We have 3 dogwoods we got from the conservation department. Only one of them has leafed out. That one that's leafed out back there, leafed out really good, is a magenta crepe myrtle. We have a baby gem boxwood. We have 3 blue star junipers, rudbeckia, some creeping phlox, some catmint, and then my winter sown flowers are doing really good. Got chamomile, butterfly weed, purple coneflower, Shasta daisy. The coreopsis has not done anything. Oh no, the coreopsis did do something. I have 2 little coreopsis seedlings. Lavender did nothing. I've got oodles of marigolds, and then that's a dwarf Stella d'Oro daylily that was given to me, and I didn't get it planted in the ground, so it's just in the pot. Got some variegated liriope, however you pronounce that, I don't know. This is a gooseberry. We bought it bare root. It's got 1 little leaf on it, so we bought it bare root, and I got it potted up. This is the white pine that still needs to be planted down in the valley. This is some irises a friend gave me last year that I haven't gotten in the ground yet. These are my winter sown veggies. The green pod bush beans are doing great. I finally have a Roma tomato seedling. The cucumbers are doing great. Have red currant tomatoes, mini bell tomatoes, beefsteak tomatoes. The bell pepper and other bush beans are not doing anything right now. So I just watered them because they were a little dried out. And so all this is going to have to get cleared out of here, because when we get the dirt brought in, because I'm going to put down some mulch on the bottom and then the compost, soil and compost mix on top. And so this is all going. So let me show you my newest beds. Okay, now we're on the other side of what will be wildflower row. I moved these concrete planters over here, and the lady that gave me all the lamb's ears and the phlox starts and the purple irises and the sedum, it was a bunch, and I just had to get it in the dirt. So I put them in these planters. This needs to be leveled. I'm putting these in between. This is the only landscape material I bought this year. We'll be buying the soil and compost, but bought these for $2 each. I spent $30, but it's fine. Everything else we're using stuff we already have. So there's some of the transplanted phlox. That one's coming back real good. That one looks a little unhappy, but I probably need to go out here and give them some water too. But anyway, I was out here working on this yesterday with a pickaxe, because our soil, you hit a rock every time you turn around. And so yeah, I'm doing this. The planters are 2 feet wide each, and then I'm doing 4 feet in between each one. So we'll have maybe tulips and stuff that the bunnies try to eat in the planters, and then we'll have other stuff that they maybe don't nibble on as much in the ground. And then over here is the start of Zen garden, meditation garden, pond garden. This will be the entry into it. Between those two, there's going to be that crepe myrtle is going to be planted right in there. My husband got me that big rock. I'm collecting rocks to go around the pond, so you'll probably see rocks pond. These are some irises that a friend gave me last year. These are going to have to move because I got to get all this cleared out to put down cardboard and mulch for this area. I don't know if we'll be planting anything in it this spring or not. It just depends on what all we get done. My main concern is the 2 new flower beds in front of the deck, and then we'll just work our way around the yard. So this is going to be 2 cinder blocks tall, and we'll fill it with dirt, and so the pond will be sunk in. So it'll be in ground but out of ground. And then coming around here, there'll be more cinder blocks going all the way around, and that'll be the St. Francis garden where we'll bury our dog's ashes. And I've started making some bottle trees. I'm going to trim off all the rest of the branches on the back side. This has got to get trimmed down to, I think I'm just going to leave the three branches in the middle on that one. And then that one has 5, and then the rest of this stuff is coming down. I still have this wrought iron bed and wooden thing that I plan to make a zinnia bed out of. We still plan on putting a deck over in that corner. So all along here will be veggie beds. So we'll go from whatever this garden is to the Zen meditation garden, to the pond, to the St. Francis garden. My chicken coop for storage is probably going to go somewhere in here. It may go there, so I may just cut that tree completely down and just have the bottle trees on each side of it. And then veggie beds, veggie beds, veggie beds, deck. And then that takes us all around the yard. So those are my plans. I hope everybody's having a good spring so far, and that you have stuff coming back after the winter we had. And thank you for stopping by. Please like, comment, subscribe, and y'all come back.